We all gas, no brakes, pumped up, no fakes. We spinning, we winning, we high stakes. We never miss, we all makes. Look at us dudes trying to prove, bringing you news with nothing to lose. Mike, Nick, Tony, Wayne, Method Man, we bring the pain. Hey, see, I'ma confess it. We under the pressure. If you looking to find us, we them nothing but Niners. Niners. We nothing but Niners. We nothing but Niners. We nothing but we them nothing but Niners.
Yeah. Click. Ooh. Mikey Knight, what's going on, baby?
What's going on, man? How you doing out there, man?
Man, all I hear is clackety clack, clackety click, click, clack.
All right, what about that? Is that better? You got me now?
I'm just playing, man. I know you just got the shopping carriage, y'all. I was just bugging.
Yo, man. So we out here, man. Well, I'm out here, but we up in here, nothing but Niners. Guys, let me tell you something. I have no idea what I'm looking for. You ever go shopping for somebody else?
Oh,
it's the worst thing ever. It's the worst thing ever.
Especially if you don't know what you're going to get.
Right. So the first item on the list is something called Finish Pods. Okay. So somebody was like, yeah, exactly. What the heck is a Finish Pod? So I asked somebody, they say, oh, it's the detergent. Boom. I'm in the laundry detergent aisle and I'm looking all over the place, right?
Oh, I know. That's the brand name, Finish.
Yes.
I got you. It's blue. It's all blue, bro. I know what it look like. Look for the all blue joints. Dude, I would have been in the headphone section.
Right, exactly, right? So I'm over there. I'm tearing up the laundry aisle, looking for it. I'm dancing and everything, listening to music. It's not laundry detergent. It's this detergent. So it's in another aisle.
So, only you, bro. Only you.
Yeah, so, but I found it just now. Item number 1, just picked up. Boom, bang. No promo. Breezy, how you doing today, man? What's going on with you, bro?
Man, I'm great, man. I'm in here cleaning up, man. I was gonna try to sneak and do some Santa rapping. You know what I'm saying? Family's out. Gonna do some rapping and then get ready for the studio session and prepare for the food show tomorrow as well as the game. So yeah, I'm good.
What y'all making tomorrow, man? I'm hungry already.
I can't tell, man.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right, I respect that. So, we got this big game coming up tomorrow, right? And it happened again, bro. It happened again. So last week, I'm not patting myself on the back, but last week I said we're gonna get whooped up. And people said, oh, you're not faithful. They sent me the tweets, right? This is what faithful. So then this week, I said, no, I was asked, how many more games do you think the Niners can win realistically? And I said 1.
Okay.
I said 1.
Okay.
Well, it happened again. What happened to the ending of your show? Y'all end the show with above all else, stay faithful. And I was like, well, what am I saying that's not faithful? Wayne, help me get an understanding. Am I living a lie? Am I not really a faithful, bro?
No, man, you're 100% faithful, but you're also realistic. You know what I'm saying? And that's like saying we go into war with backups and fishermen, and we need army soldiers. We know we believe in our troops, our army, but come on, man, it is what it is. You're definitely 100% faithful, man. I wouldn't sit there and worry about it too much or scratch your head about it. I do understand what the term faithful means. I get where some people are coming from, but they need to realize, look, this season's been the moment Jimmy Garoppolo, the moment Nick Bosa, Jimmy Garoppolo, man, the moment Solomon Thomas went on the IR, I knew this season was done. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
He was going to have that. He was going to have that pay me season.
And it all happened so early too, man. Like, that's the crazy part. It happened super duper early.
Well, you thought with Nick Bosa going out over. Yeah, man. Because the 49ers predicated their defense off of the pass rush. They built their defense. You want to know what made the 49ers secondary look so great? And it's not that they don't have great player or good players or some great players and they don't play great at times. But when you want them to play great consistently, then you have to have certain pieces up front. And with the 49ers specifically teetered Arizona into drafting Kyler Murray so that somehow Nick Bosa fell to us because they had Chandler Jones, so they didn't need a Nick Bosa. You know what I'm saying? So
Right,
luckily we got Nick
right.
Bosa, and we saw immediately his impact. I mean, for what 7 sacks in the first 7 games? Like he had some great numbers. You know what I'm saying? So the defense was the secondary was based off of building that front line. We finally got the front line down pack. You know, they also spent some money. They spent a draft pick. You know what I'm saying? And they went and got the other side, D Ford, and that's not panning out. So I thought that the 49ers with Nick Bosa would have still been all right, minus the D4, but I thought D4 was going to be healthy all season. And then all of a sudden, week 2, back, neck. It was just like, dang. So we lost our speed rusher and our pass rusher. And we just hoped that the defense was going to, figure it out. Now, this is no disrespect to Kerry Hyder, who's been holding it down, bro. But the rest of the line hasn't been able to do what they needed to do. Not seeing a big production from Eric Armstead, and Kinlaw's just coming along. He's looking good. It is what it is, Mike. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you I'm going to tell you this right now. And I'm going to tell everybody out there, Mike is 100% faithful. He just feels that we're not going to win. That's okay. It's all right. I'll feel like we're going to win. I'll be the optimistic person. I find some dig down dirt within that 49. I think there's some type of juju that Nick Mullens can draw up, but he got to stop turning over the ball. How we supposed to win and Nick Mullens turn over the ball in the end zone? Y'all don't make me come slap you. Come on.
That's what I be talking about, man. It's like I'm getting called out and I'm like, bro, like, what are y'all not seeing that I'm seeing? I'm watching these games week after week after week and the same thing is happening. And where's the improvement supposed to come from? You think this guy's just going to become a different person overnight?
You heard Kyle Shanahan say it. Kyle was like, hey, man, look, I keep telling Nick to do what I'm telling Nick to do. Is just that, I never heard him talk bad about people, but he kind of threw Nick under the bus. He kind of threw Nick under the bus.
See? Normally I would come in here and I would present that when we got a whole cast on here and be like, is this what Kyle was saying? And y'all be like, nah, you're reading into it too much. But see, now you feel me. You heard it too.
Oh, you heard what he said, and everybody heard what he said. And it's just like, he's all in on Nick because he ain't got nobody else. And it's just like, Nick's he can't throw those interceptions.
Right.
Especially in the red zone. In the end zone of the red zone.
Yep. I mean, it's just, but they're coming all the time too. It's not just in the red zone and end zone, but that's the worst time because you're taking at least 3 points off the board,
Exactly. That's why I said that's the worst time. Yep.
It's like you watch the games, man, and you can see the potential is there, man. I promise you, man, this team is a quarterback with an arm away from being stellar on offense.
I disagree, Mike. I think this team is a quarterback with a decent arm, but that can extend the play away from being stellar. So the league, and here's why. You hear people talking about good Matt Stafford. What does Matt Stafford do well? Extend plays. And he's super smart. And this doesn't mean I want Matt Stafford because he's like Mr. Glass. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude stays injured too. Why would we bring an injured quarterback in here to replace another injured quarterback? If it's because he can extend the play, all right.
No, I feel you on that. That makes a lot of sense. You want to get somebody who's smart enough to operate in the parameters of the offense. You want to get somebody who can make, we were talking about how the presence of Debo and Ayuk are going to change the game.
Oh, they have, Mike. Don't sit there and say that they haven't.
No. That's not. I'm not going to say that they haven't. They absolutely have. But what we got to realize is this too, right? You put those guys out there, okay? The defense is going to respect that. They're going to back up a little bit. They're going to be all right. Let me see what they got. Because now they got guys who can get some separation. They got guys who can catch the ball and be physical.
Yep.
But then if the quarterback still ain't throwing the ball, defense is going to be like, hey, it ain't them we got to worry about. It's that guy.
All right.
It's the shot ball.
I've watched it for the past 3 weeks, and we watched it last season too. And when the defense understands and knows that the quarterback can't beat them, because they're going to do one thing, Mike, and what is that? Take away the run. And once they take away the run, they're going to leave 8 people up in the box every single week. And if Nick Mullens can't figure out his hot route or who's in man coverage, like, I'm gonna keep it a bug, man. This is the time he's gonna have to figure it out. I feel like one game he's gonna be able to hit one of these guys on a quick slant, and they'll be able to take it to the house because they literally got 8 guys in the box each and every time. I mean, the safety is cheating up and back at the same time, but it's the simple fact that you're not gonna get big runs from Raheem. You're not gonna get big, and this is why we can't get back outside, Mike. So, like, we have to run inside. I know. Remember, we were asking why we keep running inside with these guys, and then we have to. It's the way the defense is dictating that the push on the line. So defense has got the 49ers, man. This is why I question Kyle. But if Kyle doesn't trust his quarterback, his play caller, then it makes sense now, and it's not Kyle's fault. It's the fact that we have an incompetent quarterback that's good at a few things, but sucks at many more things.
Right. And that's why I was talking to my buddy about this team. He was like, maybe you guys need faster receivers. I told him straight up. I said, I'll be 100% with you. I said, we had Tyreek Hill, John Ross, all the fastest guys in the league on this roster right now. I said, it wouldn't make, because we don't have a quarterback that can take advantage of that speed. Slants ain't going to get it done all game long. You wanted to, right? But you have to make the defenses respect the option of a deep threat. You know what I mean? Well, and we don't get that.
And it's funny how you said that. Slants, I watched the Bills run slants all day. They ran slants the whole game. And it was just because of the way the defense was playing. But you're right. That's not a normal game plan. It's just that our defense in that particular game decided to, just play off. And Mike, I got a couple of questions, man. What is the draft is coming up soon. I know we still got 4 games to go in the season. I know you got your eyes on a couple of guys, but this is not about a couple of guys. I really want to know what position are you drafting with your first pick? What position are you drafting with your first round pick?
All right. We're going to get back to Mike's not a faithful here. I'm going quarterback, bro. The quarterback of the future is not on this roster. I know people are going to say we're giving up on Jimmy too fast and all that, but,
so you're saying your quarterback, if he's on that board, he's going to the 49ers. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Whether Jimmy's under contract or not. That's honestly how I feel. So you can't pass it up again. You can't.
All right.
You can't.
The only thing is we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know who is a Kyle's guy. Yeah. Like because it could be Kyle could see his guy in the third round. Do we have a second? We don't have a second round pick, right? We got a first.
I know we got 8 picks, but I'm not sure.
All right.
Where they are now. Hey, listen, when someone tells you to get them toilet paper and they give you a specific brand,
get the specific brand. We had this conversation when we did the toilet paper.
Yeah. What if the brand I want to get them is better than what they wrote down?
You got to get them what they want because they know how they wipe what they get the brand that they asked for.
Man, the brand's not in this store. All right, so I gotta go.
You gotta go to a different store. All right, man. While you looking for that brand, we got a contribution from Logan Dean. He said, no matter what happens, whether we keep Jimmy or not, we have to draft a quarterback. I agree with you, Logan. 1,785%. I just don't know if that's where the 49ers are going to go with their first pick. We also need a man cornerback, okay? Because if Tony Odin is our DB's coach, we know he likes to play man press. We have no man press DBs. If this draft has those guys up there and they're where we need to be, that might be a guy we have to go with because we already know Richard Sherman is not coming back and he's not a man press cornerback anyway. And we don't even know if we're going to be able to afford the other Mr. Glass on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Jason Verrett. And do we really want to trust Emmanuel Mosley? Do we really feel he's going to be able to take over the reins? Are we going to bring Akella Witherspoon back? Like there's so many options.
Bro, that whole secondary is gone next year.
That whole secondary is gone, minus Tart. I think Tart is the only because he's under contract.
No, is it
No,
Tart or
not
Jimmy?
Tart. I'm sorry, Ward is
Jimmy.
under contract. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? That confirms one thing to me. If you don't go quarterback first, you're going edge rusher.
And that did so you went the other route, and that's the other thing. Those are the two positions that you draft with your first round pick, right? Because
Right.
those are the two positions that are game changers for your team. Your edge rusher and your quarterback. You can probably get a cornerback later on in the draft. Mark Espinosa has another
Wait,
contribution.
before we get to Mark's contribution, real quick. The reason I say that if you don't go quarterback, you go edge, is because you cannot draft 4 DBs with 1 draft pick.
Right.
But you can improve upon whatever 4 DBs you have back there with 1 really good edge rusher.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So we saw how much better that deep secondary looks with the pass rush.
But Mike, it depends on the style that Odin wants to run. And if there's an Xavier Howard in this draft, I think you got to get that with your first pick because you already have edge rushers. You can try to bring Kerry Hyder back and put him on the other side. You know what I'm saying? And you can probably find some depth in the draft a little bit later on. And you got some guys you can still kind of like replace and replenish with, we can try to bring Ronald Blair back and whatnot or whatnot. You get what I'm saying? I understand that I will go edge. I understand the edge rusher. It's like those are your two positions you want to draft in the first round. But if you got your lockdown man corner, I'm talking about lockdown. I'm talking, you guys don't like Jalen Ramsey, but I'm talking Jalen Ramsey lockdown. If he's there, I think you got to go with that guy to play in this style in the secondary, to play in this particular type of secondary, because you're getting Nick Bosa back. All right, Mike is yupping it up. All right, cool. So Mark Espinosa, thank you for the contribution. He says, is quarterback really a need, or are we making it a need? Mark, I wish I could hear from you because I know what you're saying. But do you really feel that the quarterbacks we have on our roster can continue to play their style of football in this league? And no, I'm not saying you got to go out and get a Lamar Jackson, a Deshaun. Well, I mean, I like Deshaun Watson, but no, you don't got to go and get a guy that can sit there and run on you. It's all about being aware. The majority of the quarterbacks in the NFL that play football today, even Josh Allen, who lit us up, can extend the play. What does that mean? That means when the defense breaks down, you know what I'm saying? Like a guy over pursues or whatever, and the defense, they can't get, he can get outside the pocket, find the guy on a route and hit him. Bam, first down. And that's what the defense doesn't account. Defenses always have great game plan. I think the 49ers have good game plans. I just think when they can't get to the quarterback in a certain amount of time or, get that quarterback down, the quarterbacks are able to step out and make a throw because the guy's running on a crossing route or guys deep down the field wide open because the secondary probably thought, oh, that quarterback's going to be sacked. So that's why I say you got to go with the quarterback, man. You got to get your quarterback.
But the other thing with that is, are we making it a need or not? Kyle's kind of he's you could see the frustration building up in Kyle's face, game after game. It's starting to seep out at the pressers. Breezy just said, 10, 15 minutes ago, he's never seen Kyle throw anybody under the bus like that before.
He threw
right?
Mullens on the bus.
This is coming to a head. And I think what happens is we're faithful. We love this team. We feel like we can repeat the same success because we got to the Super Bowl last year, right? But look, the Ravens made it to the Super Bowl and won with Trent Dilfer. Do you think that there was anybody in that fan base that wanted Trent Dilfer back? I guarantee you there was somebody. There were some people that were like, hey guys, but maybe, we just did it with Trent. Maybe we just need a game manager and let that stellar defense do his thing. I'm sure there were people that felt that way, but that doesn't mean you can't improve. Doesn't mean you can't improve. And that, yes. So we should be looking to improve.
And We have draft capital to do so. I just don't know if Kyle's quarterback is in the first round, and that's
Right.
where we kind of struggle because
And
we
and
just
Kyle also might feel like he don't need a first round quarterback. I don't know. I don't know who the team has in mind. Kyle
that's
Shanahan might look. I mean, look, he might be looking at a guy that pound and a half. I
right.
like Kyle Trask, right? Decent arm, but accurate as hell. Operates in the pocket well. He might be one of those guys that is quarterback 5 or 6 in this draft and make it to the second round. You know,
Right.
I don't know. There might be somebody else who's similar to him that I've never heard of that Kyle loves and is infatuated with. I don't know where they're going to see their guy. But if it was me and the guy, and what I think the biggest need is on this team, I think it's quarterback. So when we look at this upcoming game, let me ask you this question. This upcoming game, you said you think we're going to win this one. You said you're going to be the homer. You're going to say that we're going to win.
Well, I think they can win this game, though. Homer or not, I really do. I think they can tough it out. I think the defense is, excuse me, I think our defense gets their act together. You know what I'm saying? And I think they play a way better game. You know what I mean? Usually our defense doesn't look bad back to back. You know what I mean? And you got Alex Smith. And yes, Alex Smith is probably the safest quarterback in the NFL. Like he looks for the safe throws. He's pretty accurate on the safe throws. He's a game manager. But you could get to Alex Smith. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, he can run, but he ain't trying to. And you could get to Alex Smith. So I think the defense of the 49ers fares the well. I think they fare well against this team. The question is, can our offensive line hold up against their D line? That's the question. And I need to see a lot of quick throws. No, or some good runs to the outside. They're gonna have to figure it out.
Every time somebody tells me, "Oh, well, we should be able to run against this team," guess what? We can't do. We can't
I'm
run
not
against
saying
those
we
teams.
should. I know, and it's because they put 8 in a box every time.
They're putting 8 in the box and they're taking away the edges immediately. They don't care if that's where the ball's going or not. Just run down straight as fast as you can and make sure that you force them inside.
And
And
you
it's
want to know
changing the whole dynamic.
you want to know something that I realized, Mike, and it took me a second to to kind of like figure it out. Remember earlier I said Kyle doesn't trust Nick Mullens? How come nobody's talking about that? He clearly doesn't trust Nick Mullens. Like, think about it. Kyle Shanahan can fabricate run plays with throws. He won't do it. We're not seeing those quick wide receiver screen runs, blah, blah, blah. We're not seeing any of that because he just feels like Nick Mullens just isn't going to be able to accurately, do that. And then it's an interception right there off the back. And then next thing you know, it's a pick six. And then, we're down. And once Nick Mullens goes down, it's really hard to get him to fluster back up. So, guys, it's clear Kyle doesn't trust Nick, but he has nobody else to go to. I mean, I know people are saying they want to see Nick, CJ Beathard. No, you don't. So we're just gonna have to figure it out.
And
We're just
that's
gonna
what I was going to tell you. What does that tell you about CJ Beathard? The fact that he won't make the change and knowing how he feels about this guy. Like, come on, bro. What does that really tell you about CJ Beathard? Why was he kept all this time? That could have been anybody else back there, man.
I don't know, man.
Because what happened to Brock Rudder? You kept the body here just because you drafted him and you knew he wasn't really the guy. I don't get it. I don't get it.
The good thing is nobody else picked him up. The bad thing is I kind of wanted to see. I kind of want to see with a new quarterback coming into the league how they would play. At this point, 4 games left. Let me see how they would rock out. Why not? I bet
The
you they can
reason
step
you say
outside
that
that
is the answer to your why not is because we're not eliminated from playoff contention yet.
Okay.
And so we have to put up this facade, like we really think that we're going to be able to do something and make some. Oh, well, Jimmy G coming back and George Kittle might be returning too. They both might be back by the Dallas or the Seahawks game. So what? This team isn't. Come on, man. Is this team making a playoff run? Forget the playoff. If we made it to the playoffs, is there a team that we think is going to be in the playoffs that we can beat?
As faithful as I am, how can I say that this team is going to make a playoff run? Had they won last week, I would be saying yes. But they didn't. This team has to win a string. They have to win all 4 games. Does it look like this team can win all 4 games? No. And 2 of these games are against our division rivals. So those games could go 50-50. They might go 75-25. Like it just might not look good. Russell Wilson's probably going to have the one up. Kyler Murray has the one up. They both got one. They're 1-0 this season. We got to dig ourselves out of that trench. But before we even get to that wall, we got to beat the Washington football team. And we got to somehow beat the Dallas Cowboys, which we should. But Mike, earlier in the season, I think around week Miami, don't know which week that was for, called us the get right team. He said we to get right. We're the team that teams play against to get right. They get on a winning streak. Miami ain't lost since.
Oh, you struggling to you struggling in your run game? Don't worry, you about to play the Niners. You can run against them. We'll practice against them. Struggling in your pass game? Niners gonna let you up some yards right there. Don't worry, they got you. But we are boosting the league's morale.
It's got to be by design, Mike, because there's no way our coaches are that incompetent to leave a guy who gets torched 3 to 4 times back to back, pause, back, then like just 4 times. He got torched. I'm not even gonna say his name on the air, mainly because I forgot it and I needed to, but I'm not even gonna think about what it is. And we didn't make any adjustments until we were down by like 28 points. So are we really trying to win? And then so the 49ers coaches has the 49ers fan base on some bipolar stuff. Because then they go out and blow out, the Patriots. Right? I mean, blow them away. I'm talking about the greatest coach, one of the greatest coaches of all time. I was about to get cussed out. One of the greatest coaches of all time, definitely of this era, and blows them away. And then loses the next week to Seattle. Couldn't figure out how to get the offense struggling. Jimmy G couldn't get going. I don't even know if he played. I at this point, guys, it is what it is. Right now, Mike, let's talk about how we're going to defeat or not defeat the Washington football team on tomorrow.
Well, I mean, look, if we honest with ourselves, we can come up with a game plan, and if they execute, they should win, right? Like the run game is going to be key. I don't want to say cheap stuff like, oh, minimize turnovers and avoid turnovers. No, you don't have to play a mistake-free game against this Washington team. Washington caught the Steelers, right? What you have to do here is really spread that defensive line out. This actually could be a game that the Niners look good in, because the way you wear a defensive line out is make them play east to west. Have those guys running left to right and tire that defensive line out. Don't let them pin their ears back and run straight. You got to go east to west. Those quick tosses to the left and to the right, some screen plays. Make that defensive line work. First play of the game should be all the way to the left. Get back in the huddle. Boom. Next play should be all the way to the right. And keep those linemen doing this, going this way, going that way, going this way, going that. And that's how you tire out the defensive line. And then you should get some results on with the offense there. The defense is going to be the defense. They don't have a phenomenal offense. I'm not really worried about their offense too much. I don't see them putting up more than 20 points against us. That's right. That's how I feel. And that's, with me saying that I think we might lose this game, even still, I don't see them putting up more than 20 points. I just don't know if we can put up more than 17 on offense. Yeah, that's where my hesitation comes from.
It's going to come down to which offense can get going. And I'm going to keep it a buck. The Washington football team's defense somehow kept them in that game last week against the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? And they were able. I mean, of course, Alex Smith cheats. No one wants to talk about Alex Smith cheating too in the game. Like no one wanted to talk. It's like taboo. Like dude grabbed the ball, ran the ball out of bounds, outside. You know what I'm saying? And the time going off the clock. No one's talking about Alex Smith because he's Alex Smith and he's the comeback kid and all that good stuff. But he cheated, and it's cool. But my point is, it ain't gonna be cool on this Sunday. I know that. And here's the thing: the defense has to play not lights out. They just have to execute. Communicate. I saw a bunch of communication issues last week, and I was not happy. And we could blame Sherman, more like we could blame whoever we want. I don't care. They just got it. They just weren't communicating properly. And if the 49ers could come out there and do that, I don't see Alex Smith. One, I don't see Alex Smith testing deep. So that's good, right? I don't see that, right? So that's a strength. That's something Richard Sherman is probably like catering to, right? But guess what they don't have? They don't have a run game. And their running back is out.
Yeah, and that young man, we dodged a bullet.
He was keeping me alive.
We dodged a bullet. Yeah. He's for real. He's for real, and we should be very happy that he's out. He's out this game.
Yeah, and I mean they got I call him. I forgot his name. Jurek McCaskill. I don't know his name. Jurassic Park. That's what I'm gonna call him.
McKissick.
Yeah, Jurassic Park. So they got him. You know what I'm saying? But he's not as good. He was like that 2 combo. He was the 1-2. He was the 2. So now he's probably going to be the 1. So they don't have a run game. They're not going to do any much play action because they're not going to probably be able to run. But
I am a little worried about the pass game though with Richard Sherman in particular because he's gonna. I think what if he comes in here playing with a lot of cushion? You can't let that young man. Damn, what's the receiver's name that I like? I wanted to.
McLaurin won't be on Richard Sherman though, so that's Terry McLaurin. So that's going to be Jason Verrett's guy.
Why won't he be on Sherman?
Why would he be?
Because they can control who plays him. If they're doing field side and side boundary, they can control where he lines up, right?
I mean, and if he's not your deep guy, he's just your well, he can do deep routes. I'm not gonna front.
He can. No, he can. But you're right though. Like he's there all already. Like he's their wide receiver 1. Like he's a good receiver, right?
He's a good receiver. Yeah.
So
I think he came out of Ohio State. Yeah, good kid.
If they put him on Sherman and Sherman's giving him that much cushion, he's gonna get eaten alive that whole game because he's too quick. That guy's feet are quick.
Well, we just gonna have to wait and see, bro. I think your logic is correct. Because that's the matchup that the Washington football team want, right? Because they know he can get past Sherman. But your safety's got to be there to help. This is not Sherman's not playing man, he's playing zone. So if Sherman is with the guy, your safety has to be able to read where this guy's going over the top and be able to get there. We play cover 2 all game, cover 2, cover 3. We're playing cover. So safety's got to do their thing. Tavarius Moore's got to do his thing. I'm sorry. He just doesn't have the brains yet. Like, it's not there.
Oh, my God.
That's probably
no, it's okay to say it because he doesn't have the experience, which is where it comes from, right? So it's not a knock on his intelligence at all. But people also know that he's an inexperienced DB, so they're going to put him in compromising positions.
Exactly.
They're gonna take advantage of him and make him have to what's the word? Like when you dedicate yourself to one specific what is it called?
I was gonna just say commit.
Like when you have to you just have to commit. They're gonna make him commit to one thing or the other. And once he gives his tell, they're gonna do the opposite every time.
And see, Alex Smith is smart enough to know that. And that's the difference. And that's the difference. Now you're playing with a smart, veteran-based quarterback. But here's the thing, Mike. The pass rush can get to him. So him being immobile, the pass rush can get to him. Now, he can step inside and outside to try to extend the play, but I don't think Alex Smith is trying to run. I really don't. And, I think our defense plays 10 times better this week, guys, bro. I really do. 10 times better. I'm talking Sherman all the way down to the front of the line. 10 times better. I'm not sitting here giving Sherman a pass on anything. All I know is there was miscommunications out there. Sherman got beat. He held, negated the interception. On that last touchdown Sherman gave up, I really think there was a miscommunication in that coverage. And I really think Tavarius, I know it. I know that defense, the coverage. I know it. And he was playing single high safety and he didn't commit because Sherman bumped off of the receiver and covered the flats. Like that was his assignment. So this is not a save Sherman thing, but you're right, man. They could this remember what the Packers did with Devontae Adams? Now, I don't think McLaurin is that strong yet. He will be.
The other thing is this, man. You were just talking. Damn, now I'm losing my thought. You said something right in the beginning of that, and I was like, yeah, he's right. Oh, you were talking about the defense has a better game. I honestly believe that was our worst defensive showing all year long.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, we played against a good offense. So those two things together. Look, every year there's going to be a team. I mean, there's going to be a output. No matter how good the defense is, one of those games is going to be worse. I think it happened to me at the right time for the Bills. I really do. I think it happened at the perfect time, and they took advantage of it, and that's fine because our defense don't play like what we saw. Right. That's not the norm for this team, and I do think that they have a bounce back game. I think they sit back in that locker room and they look each other in the face. What are we doing, guys? Mm-hmm. What are we here for? Are we packing this thing up? Are we going home? Or are we going out here and still trying to earn some money? Your ass ain't coming back next year. Your ass ain't coming back next year. You just told the media you ain't coming back next year. All of y'all are free agents. You got to go out here and put some film out here and make somebody want to sign you and pay you. Let's go get this money. They're going to have to reflect and be honest with themselves about the efforts that they're putting forward. Fred Warner's playing like a man who's trying to get another contract extension. You know why? Because he's getting a contract extension. And he wants to be the best interior linebacker in the game right now. He's playing like it. So it's time for these other guys, the whole secondary. They all notice right now. They all notice. People are watching you. People want players who came from a Super Bowl team, right? But not if you're playing like that. Your ass gonna be at home or taking a discount to come back to San Francisco. Right. And none of y'all want that. So get on your grind and let's go out here and play. Kerry Hyder's earned a contract extension in my book. He's a good depth piece. There's certain guys who have already earned it. Eric Armstead, you want to restructure or you want to keep that money you got coming in? Get out here and show us what you about, bro. So I think this team has a bounce back game on the defensive side of the ball. I really do.
Yeah, man. I think the issue is going to lie on the offensive side because, like Kyle Shanahan also said in his presser, he's like, look, man, this was a game I needed our offense to do their thing. He said that. I knew the defense was going to struggle, but this is the game I needed our offense to do their thing, and the offense failed. I mean, the offense looked way better than they did against the Rams, but in the Rams, we won, and then we lost to the Bills. So, that's how it was, man. And it's just, the 49ers just got to figure out. I mean, I like what you talked about earlier, Mike. You talked about spreading them out. You know what I'm saying? Pause. And you talked about spreading out the D and allowing, but he has to be accurate on his reads and throws. He has to be accurate on his reads and throws. You spreading them out. That means you got no protection back there in the backfield. And you got to get rid of those throws if you go on wide receiver tight ends, and we can't have no dumb mental breakdowns on the offense. Jordan Reed, you got to run your route. Got to run your route. You know what I'm saying? I know you can make plays. Just trust your route. Trust the quarterback's going to get it to where he need to get it to. We got to do stuff like that. We need our offensive line to play. We just need them to do better. You know what I mean? Like, I know we're not bashing Mike McGlinchey because he didn't look like on film for the first time he played a poor game, but he still didn't play as great. The whole offensive line didn't, and I just think that they got to do better, especially in the run blocking. We're supposed to be a run blocking team, but we can't get anything going because they just got 8 dudes up there. John V with the 499. I like that. Fellas, does Shane Day return next season due to booty blank quarterback play by all 3 QBs? Is he at all responsible for inconsistency and regression? We talked about the quarterback's coach. Is that who Shane Day is? We talked about the quarterback's coach. I remember Jeff Garcia probably lobbying for the job, but he put so much fire under Shane Day. That's a great question.
I like the question. I like the question a lot because we have to start looking for solutions. That's where we are right now.
I think as much as we talk about replacing players, I don't see why the 49ers can't replace coaches.
Ooh. Let's talk about it, man. because it's a thing. It's a reality. This is what's going to start happening now. It's going to be time for, hey, look, you're holding us back. It's not going to be just because that people are leaving. It's going to be because people aren't good enough.
I,
Our wide receiver coach is going to be changed out. Should the quarterback coach be changed out? Yes, the quarterback coach should be changed out. Yes, he should be.
I agree.
Yes.
We're not seeing any progression from any quarterback on our team. Not Nick, not CJ, and not even Jimmy.
Nope.
Not even Jimmy.
They're the same exact guys as when they came in here. It's what the Niners did with wide receivers. I will say that I'm happy to see wide receivers progress and learn. But you're not seeing that from other positions. You're not seeing that from, I'll say it, you're not seeing it from running backs. And no, I'm not saying that we should get rid of Bobby Turner, but I think the reason we're not seeing it from running backs because they're just not in there enough. It's a revolving door at the running back position. So I give them a pass. But the quarterbacks have been in there and they're playing enough. There's no progression. And so I do think that we need to see that. Niners used to draft these wide receivers and they were just finished products. They never got better. It was just, that's who it is. You guys in line? No? Oh, okay.
I feel like that's the same thing with the quarterbacks now. I think the quarterbacks have that. I think the quarterbacks that they have on this roster, it's not that they regressed. I think that the league figured them out. I think that's what it is. I mean, also they went backwards, right? But I think the league just said, "Hey, man, Jimmy can't run outside the pocket anymore, and let's go ahead and keep him inside and beat him up." Now, Jimmy went from quick release, quick draw Jimmy last year to like not even being able to read the defense this year. He was able to stand in the pocket. We liked Jimmy staying in the pocket so much last season. This year, the sack. I see dead people. Sack. Like he was throwing the ball before he even got sacked. Like you know what I'm saying? He was ducking before he even got sacked. So this year was crazy, man. I mean, this is not a year in review show, but the reason why I wanted to bring up the year in reviews, because what do you do at a job at the end of the year? Like you have a review.
Yeah.
Are we going to bring you back? Are we going to give you a raise? You know what I'm saying? I think they should do that with every position, man. Coaches, ball boys, water boys, you name it, man. Because you always want to improve. That's the goal. The goal is to get better, not sustain, but get better.
And that's the thing. You can't sustain in the NFL because if you stay exactly the same, teams catch up to you. So actually, you're getting worse. So
and that's why, and that's why I said that the 49ers, it sucks to say that they're worse, but it's because the other teams are caught up. They're all caught up. They're all doing what we do on offense. They just have better pieces to make it. They have the key piece to make it happen. I think we have way more talent than what we're seeing in the NFL. I think our wide receivers are some of the best wide receivers in the NFL. They're not going to put up wide receiver one numbers because we're spreading the ball around. But I'm telling you, they're catching bad passes, like not passes to them. They're going to be imagine a slightly better accurate quarterback. Slightly. What they will do. Slightly. Jordan Reed could probably play for 4 more years if he get a slightly better quarterback. George Kittle probably won't have to reach up and grab a ball out the air if he can get a slightly accurate, better quarterback. Now we're talking about a guy that ain't got to worry about his ankle being twisted or whatnot. I'm telling you, it's always a quarterback league, James. Always has been, always will be. But the quarterbacks are progressing, which means that teams are doing all kind of crazy plays. And when a quarterback can just break a play down and extend the play, that's hard for your defense to defend. You just if your off defensive line can't get home, your secondary is going to struggle. End of discussion. It's just that it only happens to the Niners.
You talked about year in reviews for coaches, right? Hold on. Sorry.
99. To prevent damage, please do not place your item in the tray area.
Oh, it's too late. It's in the tray area, lady. You were
boxes and items from the tray area now.
Hold on. This yelling at me. So you were talking about how they have year in reviews for players that you do it also for the coaches. Robert Saleh said something very interesting the other day. He said that every 4 games he reassesses and redesigns everything. And we're gonna wrap this thing up soon. But how many games have we played? What's our record right now?
A lot of losses and a few wins.
We got 4 games left though, right?
Yeah.
So that means that
We
Robert
could finish
Saleh just
9-7. Yo. We could finish 9-7.
we can finish 9-7. So we're 5-7 right now.
Yes.
Right? That's 12 games. That means that Robert Saleh just got done doing a review. He does a self-assessment every 4 games, he said. So that means that he's done that reflection after his worst game all year. I'm telling you, I think they come out on fire on
I'm
defense.
trying to tell you, you're going to see a game plan. But, okay, Mike, finish because I'm going to tell you my
No, that's it. We're going to see a fire-ass game plan from this coach. I'm telling you.
And you're going to see execution. And the difference is the quarterback.
You are finished scan.
I'm telling you, the 49ers,
Scan
they
the
were
item.
scared of Josh Allen running. I'm telling you, it's the threat of what a quarterback can do. It's the threat. It's the threat of what these type of quarterbacks can do. But you want your quarterback at all times throwing from the pocket, a clean pocket. But the threat of that play breaking down on that quarterback, and he can get outside to the left or to the right. What do? We let Josh Allen roll to the right like 75% of the 80%, 83% of the time in the game, and we couldn't get him. We just couldn't bring him down. The pressure was there. He just couldn't get him. It's the threat of having that type of quarterback. And I'm telling you, if the 49ers going forward can get somebody, that's not Jimmy anymore. It may have been Jimmy in 2017, but it's not Jimmy in 2021. It's just not. I'm sorry. He's a different breed of quarterback. The quarterbacks coming out now, they all do it. That's my point.
Right. Yeah. You know, the worst part about what you were saying about Josh Allen, about them being afraid of the threat of him running, right? He's coming off of an injury. I don't know if people remember that. There was no threat of him running that game. He didn't want to run. He didn't want to. You just had to make him believe.
7
Just
yards.
the thought of it. Just that little idea of a threat.
They had to
Had
go
a
off
whole
of
defense
the
shook.
tape. Yeah, they had to go off of the tape because he stopped after the Joey Bosa injury to him. His run stopped. His run stopped.
He ran for 6 yards on us, man. So, that's all I got, man. I'm not going to hold up. I appreciate you jumping on here while I did my shopping.
No
I
problem,
came in here and got the whole cart done. I'm going to give my man the receipt now so he can check it.
Yep.
And then we're going to get up out of here, man. Yeah.
You like it?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's 2 screens. It's not a flip phone. So it's dual screen. Yeah. So
That's cool.
I'm doing 2 things at once. Yes. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Have a good one. Yeah. Oh, man. Flip phone's coming back, man.
Oh, Lord.
All right, man. I got nothing else for you, bro. I mean, we're going to do some pre-game and stuff tomorrow. We'll be back to the regular mix there.
No doubt.
Anything else, man?
Nah, man. Y'all just prepare for glory tomorrow because I really feel like the 49ers are going to pull away a victory. I think the defense is just going to be more acute, more on point, more alert, more consistent. And it just comes down to watching I mean, are you guys like me? Like you sit there, you watch the offense because you're going to get a good drive. You're going to get that one drive a game. The 49ers are consistent with one drive a game. You don't know when it's going to happen, but you know.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't. It happens in the first half, but you don't know exactly when. It doesn't happen. Sometimes it happens at the beginning of the game. Sometimes it happens on their first drive. Sometimes it happens on the third drive. That's my point.
As long as they stick into the script, Kyle's 25 scripted plays, one of them will result in a good drive. You know what I'm saying? We go 3 and out. All right, it's going to be the second drive. That's how, bro, I swear to God, that's how it works, man. It's the scripted plays, man. I've been talking about it. I've been telling you.
That is too funny. Listen, before we get up out of here, we have another contribution from our guy, John V. Breezy Mike.
Why didn't you put it in a bag?
They didn't give me a bag. They don't have bags.
Yes, they do have bags.
Oh, let me go on mute. Y'all hearing me getting cussed out by my wife. Hold on. Go ahead.
I didn't know BJ's had bags. They got boxes. All right. Right. Okay. I'm going to shut up because I ain't getting cussed out. All right. Breezy Mike, we have gone on and on, show after show about Jimmy G this and Nick Mullens, that we got carried away with draft picks, but we really never broke it down quarterback coach-wise. Yeah, man. I tried to touch about our quarterback's coach, man. I tried to talk about him. He's not, and you got to remember, he's never played quarterback. Remember on one of our shows, it was after that loss we had, and I heard oh my God, what's his name? Jeff Garcia. Yeah, Garcia talking about him. And I was like, oh man, this dude never played quarterback, and he's trying to quarterback our coach is trying to teach him the mechanics and all these different types of things. I'm like, why? Just get a quarterback that played quarterback. Like, why? You guys want to know why Nick Foles did well? Nick Foles did well in Philly for that 4, 5, 6 game season because Frank Reich was his freaking offensive coordinator, former quarterback, Buffalo Bills. Like, why not just get a quarterback that could come in and coach quarterbacks? Why do you got this guy quarterback coaching? So, yeah, we're gonna break him down. You know what? Let's get through this season. Let's see who comes back. Let's see who doesn't come back, and then we're gonna sit there and assess. I think on the Nothing But Niners crew is going to assess every position, business-wise, and player-wise. We're gonna assess every player. We're gonna give them grades. I think that's what we're gonna do. Mike looks like he just
we're definitely gonna chop all of it up, man. We're gonna break down everything, man. Y'all know there's nothing off limits here, and Nothing But Niners. Y'all know what kind of toilet paper.
Did Mike drop the phone?
No, I caught it.
Yeah, we hear you. The phone did a 360 flip.
Bro, I caught it. Hold on, I gotta find it. Where are we at? We here? Oh,
yeah.
Ooh, bro, I almost dropped the phone, man. That was close. I can't wait to watch that on replay. But yeah, man, y'all, like I said, y'all know what kind of toilet paper we use. Nothing's off limits, so you know the coaches ain't safe. We coming for the coaching staff too, bro.
I'm coming, bro.
Damn. Did you see the hands though? Did you see? I had Ayuk like hands on that play. Did you see that?
Yeah, I mean Ayuk hands suspect sometimes. No, I'm just playing, yo. He had to catch that pass though. I don't know why we're not sitting here talking about it, but he had to catch that pass. And that was an interception. That was on him. So
the tip pass off the hands.
One of Nick Mullens' interceptions was on Brandon Ayuk, but the ball was poorly thrown too. So
yeah. So all right. I got nothing else, man. I can't wait to catch up with the fellas tomorrow.
I got nothing but Niners, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's gonna be dope. I think the 49ers figure it out. The weather is gonna be cool because they're in Arizona at home. So yeah.
What time is your show?
My show is at 9 a.m. So tune in to Sizzling Sundays on Sizzling Sundays on its own channel on YouTube. Make sure you guys subscribe. Listen, we're gonna talk food. I got recipes on what the offense is gonna do and what the defense is gonna do on for both teams. To be honest with you, I've been doing some studying. So and then tune in and watch the foods that we prepare, man. My man Donnie's gonna be representing the faithful. I'm gonna be representing the other squad, and I can't wait for you guys to see what we got cooking.
That said 6 a.m. for most of our subscribers. So the rewatch value is there. Make sure, hey, look, y'all don't catch it. I'm not trying to be up at 6 a.m. on no Sunday.
I totally understand. So listen, at y'all, whatever y'all 9 a.m., wake up, watch that joint. It's probably gonna be like 12 shows, only like 50 minutes, right in time for kickoff. Nope, you can't do that because you got to watch Nothing But Niners. Just watch the replay. Pound the replay. Pound the replay. Pound the replay.
That's going to do it for us, man. Y'all know the drill already. Prepare for glory.
Anticipate pain.
But always
remain faithful, y'all. Peace.